Hello, beautiful people. Today, I want to talk about this topic that is something that many people with chronic fatigue conditions like ME, CFS, long COVID, fibromyalgia struggle with, which is pushing through. And I want to share 6 strategies to help you shift from pushing through to taking a more sustainable approach, which can support your healing. I'm sure you know that feeling. You have a burst of energy and suddenly you're busy doing tasks, maybe squeezing in one more thing, and then you experience a setback. Sometimes we just get enthusiastic when we have energy, and often enthusiastic people sometimes aren't very good at gauging how much they can do and how much is enough. So let's take a closer look at why this happens and, more importantly, how to shift from that push through pattern to something that is better for your mind, your body, your recovery and your health. So why do we push through? Consider we get some energy and we adopt certain behaviours. Those behaviours over time can become habits. And those habits are often coming from our deeply ingrained beliefs and values. So we have beliefs such as, I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable, deserving, unless I'm perfect, unless I get things done. And these beliefs drive our thinking. So I have to finish the task. I'm only okay if I finish the task. Or we develop a perfectionism pattern. If I don't do it perfectly, it's not worth doing. Overachieving can be a big driver too, the idea that productivity equals worth. Some people have the belief, I can only relax and feel okay if everything is done and the house is tidy. There's a belief behind that. I can't relax unless everything's tidy. And there's also the belief that it's okay to push through and run myself into the ground, and that's more important than taking care of myself. Now, this can result in feelings of stress. So now that we're stressed, this depletes our energy. The truth is, when you live with a condition like chronic fatigue syndrome, these patterns can be especially unhelpful and lead to further depletion. We overdo it, we experience a setback. Pushing through doesn't just exhaust your body, it disregards what your nervous system is trying to tell you. So I know it may be challenging to break this habit. It can be a bit uncomfortable, maybe even wrong to slow down. But I encourage you to think about this differently. Instead of pushing, what if you practiced really tuning into your body? What if you got curious about what your body, your emotions, your sensations are really saying? So I want to share a simple framework to help you. The first thing is to challenge those beliefs that don't serve you. So if someone's got this belief, I can't relax unless everything is tidy. It's okay for me to push myself and run myself into the ground. It's more important to have a tidy house. We really need to challenge that belief. Is that really true? Second thing is to change your beliefs. Often, as I've said, people have these core beliefs that are not true. I'm not good enough. I'm not lovable. I'm not deserving of great things in my life. Consider that you could cultivate the belief, I am good enough. I am lovable. I am deserving right now. And you can make the decision to start cultivating that belief right now. What if you had the belief it's okay to have imperfection in my home? I don't have to do everything now. I am important too. And it might be a bit uncomfortable for me to sit with the knowledge that not everything's done, but maybe I can start by just pausing for a minute, telling myself, reminding myself that I am safe, I am okay, even if these tasks haven't been completed. It's okay to do things at a pace that is sustainable. So third strategy is to pause regularly. When you're working on something, feeling the urge to push through, just pause for a moment. Tune in and ask yourself, what beliefs am I responding to right now? What part of me is driving that behavior? Often it's the part of us that's operating from fear. And we need to reconnect to that part of us that operates from a place of trust. Ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? What do I actually really need right now? What does my body need right now? So we don't want to overthink this, but we don't want to ignore our beliefs and values, our behaviors and our habits. Fourth thing, set time boundaries. Decide in advance how long you'll work on a task if you know that you have the tendency to keep going. Maybe it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then you can reassess again by tuning in and discerning what feels right for me right now. And give yourself permission to stop even if a task isn't done. So the fifth strategy is to honor those signals. Just notice in your body if you're getting a little signal. Often these signals start quite subtly, and it's only when we ignore them that the volume gets turned up. And this is because your emotional brain is trying to get your attention. The body starts by whispering, hey, you need to tune in. Okay, it might be you need a break. It might be you need to do something different. It might be you need to deal with some emotions. For instance, if you're stressing yourself when doing a task. I would be stressed when I was doing a task because I would think, I had this belief that my energy was going to run out, so I had to get the task done quickly. But that did just deplete my energy. Or it might be you're thinking, what would others think of me if I stopped after doing 10 minutes? God, I'm such a wimp. Actually, what other people think is not important. What's important is what's going to help your body heal. Sixth strategy is build in transitions. After you pause, you don't have to dive into the next thing. Maybe it would be useful to just sit quietly, just ground yourself, to do a gentle stretch, just doing some gentle breathing for a minute. Transitions can help your nervous system recalibrate. Now, I appreciate doing those things might not be easy to begin with, especially if you're someone who's used to getting things done yesterday. But remember that when we go into an energy overdraft, it takes more resources to create a unit of energy than if we have still got some energy in our energy bank. So slowing down can feel like you're letting yourself or others down. Actually, remember that is a limiting belief. Here's the truth. Doing less isn't lazy. It can actually be what helps you do more. Pausing isn't failing. It's actually the most responsible, compassionate thing you can do for yourself to support your body's healing. It's like you're making a long-term investment in your energy bank. So the next time you feel the urge to pull through, I invite you just to pause, take a breath. Ask yourself those questions that we've discussed, including, what do I really need in this moment? Whether it's time to pause or take a break, to just be a little bit more kinder to yourself. Trust that to tune in and listen to your body is part of the healing process. So thanks for watching this video today. I'd love to know what your takeaway is. Be gentle with yourself, and remember that tuning in is one of the most powerful tools you have. If you want more tips, join my Facebook group, link below. If you want more support, you can join the Resilience Group Coaching, which is starting this week. Comment group below. There's no charge. You're welcome to make a donation. And if you want more help right now, I'm happy to have a free chat with you to explore what you need. Just comment chat below. Dare to dream big dreams. Wishing you great health. Keep going. You've got this. Bye for now.